What's up, babes? It's Carlisa Victoria. I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, thanks for tuning in. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So I have two videos going out today. One is going to be on a new series that I have started, which is going to be my luxury home decor. During those series, you'll be able to see decor that I have in my house, and I'll drop gems as to where I got the decor from. Doesn't mean that the home decor is brand new, but it's just dropping some, you know, luxury pieces or good pieces to have in your house. A lot of times I could change up like how my house is looking and don't really have to go shop to transform it, because I have so many good luxury pieces at my house. So because of that, I can like really transform my house at any given moment with the pieces that I already have. So that's what that's going to be about. So if you're a home decor type person, or you want to tap into what I have going on, then you're going to want to watch that, because baby, I'll be dropping gems. Now, I can't promise you that what I show you in these videos is going to be available at these places. I'm just telling you where I got it from, telling you price points if I remember, and just showing you. I'm going to end up showing you guys lookbooks of how to style spaces as well. But in those videos, a lot of times I'm just going to be basically just showing you guys the home decor. So make sure you smash the subscribe button if you want to keep up with me on Instagram. Follow me at Carlisa Victoria. Sorry y'all, the camera had died. The storage had filled up. I had to clear some space. But if you're going to want to keep up with that, then just watch. There's going to be days where I give you a quick lookbook as to how you can style your spaces in your house, and there's going to be days where I just show you during the luxury series of just pieces that I have that you might want to know about it. If you're somebody who's interested in home decor, you're interested in keeping your space top tier, whether you have a 500 square foot condo or you have like a 4,000 square foot little mini mansion, whatever the situation is, you can have a luxury space. That's all I gotta say. So stay tuned for that video that's coming out today. Another video that I shot was basically just an update, letting you guys know what's going on in my life, just a general update. You guys know I like to do that often. In this video, we're gonna be talking about manifesting the dream life that you deserve. Because baby, people look at all these other people in the world and they look at, you know, oh, so-and-so is doing this, so-and-so is doing that. I can't do that because da-da-da-da. Justifications as to why you can't be successful, excuses, everything like that is not going to get you far. You're going to have to know, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need to do. I can't do it all in a night, but baby, I sure can write those goals down and watch them turn into what I want them to turn into. So this video is just basically about just becoming the better version of yourself and just making sure that you're in your lane. When you focus on you and you remain in your lane and you're not worried about what she has going on, what he has going on, but you're solely worried about what you have going on, then you grow. Everybody's growth is different. You have to learn to grow where you're planted in order to be your most successful self. Now, you're probably like, girl, where do I start? I'll tell you where to start. It starts in your mind. If you think that you've already if you envision yourself as your highest and your best self, then you need to start acting in the manner of that. You don't wait to arrive before you let it sink in that this is what I need to do to get there. Think about when you take a road trip. Are you going to arrive before you get there? Are you going to arrive at the destination before you travel to get there? No, you're not. You have to take small steps. You have to take car miles. You have to take an airplane. You have to take whatever it is of transportation to get to that destination of journey, right? If say you're, I don't know, in Georgia, and you say, oh, I'm about to go to California. Are you just going to wake up and be in California, or are you going to have to get there? Basically what I'm saying is, you're not going to arrive. You're not just going to arrive. It's going to take you to journey, sojourner through this, you know, to get to where you need to get to. So don't be afraid to journey. Don't be afraid to, who knows, I might be taking a bus. You might be driving a car. He might be flying in a plane. We're all getting there at different times. The travel time to each of those measures of transportation are different from each other. That's the same thing. In that same manner, look at that as the same way with people. You're not going to arrive at the same time. Y'all might be headed toward the same industries, but that doesn't mean that an oversaturated market doesn't have room for you. If something is meant for you, it doesn't matter how oversaturated the market is. There is a place for you. There is a spot. Everyone could win. But the problem is people say, there's too many hairstylists. There's too many makeup artists. There's too many, makeup brands. You think if every designer, every brand thought like that, do you think they would be successful? Do you think that they would even travel in the direction of becoming successful? They wouldn't, because they would have sold themselves so short that they never would have even made it to where they wanted to go. So what I'm saying to you is, don't sell yourself short. Don't think that the market is oversaturated and there's not room. Whatever is for you, there will be room in that market. And the good thing about it is, you don't have to, excuse me, move, excuse me, I need to get through, excuse me, is squish. That same analogy of like move over, pushing people to get to where you got. You don't have to do that when you're in your element, you're walking in your purpose, you're walking in your passion. Those pathways, your name is going to be in rooms that people don't even know exist. Your name is going to be mentioned by people who you don't even know. You know what I mean? You're going to be unlocking doors that keys have never been made to. So whatever it is, and I know this video might seem all over the place, but it all reels into literally believing in yourself and going after what it is you want. I just want to basically say too, like I said, with the saturation of the market, don't think, I can't be there because blah, blah, blah. You have to know that it is for you, it is within you, and that you're going to go get it. You need to know. One of the biggest reasons why people wake up in the morning depressed or not knowing what they want or what they're supposed to be doing in their life is because they fail to answer one simple question. One simple question. If you can answer this one simple question that I'm about to ask you, then you're already further than somebody who can't answer it. And that's not to knock people who can't answer it, but when you are able to answer the question that I'm about to ask, then you will be able to start working towards succeeding. You will be able to start working towards your vision. Your passion is going to wake you. You don't need an alarm clock. Your passion is going to keep you awake at night. You're barely going to be able to sleep. During the day, you're going to be thinking about it. You're going to take long car rides. You're going to sit down. You're going to try to write goals out. You're going to be journaling, manifesting, all of these different things. And the question is, what is your why in life? What is your why? Your why can be, my family, my family don't live here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the only person who was able to come to the States and I was able to live out my dreams. They got deported, and I'm just using examples. They got deported. I'm the only one who was born here or who have a visa to come to be successful and change my life. Your why could be, I don't know, I lost a best friend and we always talked about being successful. Your why could be, I grew up without my biological parents. Or your why could be, I just want better for myself because that's not where I came from. Your why is your story. You don't have to sit around and think about, it shouldn't take you long to know your why. No matter what level you're at, no matter what background you came from, no matter what your circumstance was, your why is your story. When you know your story, when you know why you wake up in the morning and you do what you do, when you know, this person said that I'll never be X, Y, and Z. It's not that I have to do it to prove to them, but it's to prove to me that I'm going to exceed every stigma placed over my life, that you can't tell me who I'm going to be and what I'm going to be, because you didn't create me. You didn't give me air. You can't take it away from me. You didn't give it to me. So you're not going to tell me what I can't do. You start to own it. You start to literally act as though you already have what it is you're working for. You have to visualize yourself as being there. You know what I mean? I remember when I was going into college and I met my friends, and I remember speaking to some of my friends saying, I can't wait till the day comes where I am immersed in everything. I'm indulged in everything that I want to do. I might not be where I want to be in those businesses, those brands, in that life, but I will be working toward bettering those brands, marketing those brands, you know, getting to a point where I am making them different income streams. I remember I would say that all the time. And when I look at myself now, I'm where I used to talk about wanting to be. But now my goals, my strategies, of course, are different. I'm now trying to expand those brands. I'm now trying to make those steady brands of income. You know what I mean? So you have to envision yourself. If I didn't envision myself then, where I wanted, what I wanted to be a part of and what I wanted to be doing now, I would be sitting here like, oh, I don't know what to do with my life. But you know what? It's because I knew my why. I've always known my why. When I got in college, people still ask me, so you graduated in 2 years from a 4.5 year. I got 2 degrees. I got a 4-year degree, and I also have a minor that I got in 2 years with no dual enrollment going into school. I wrote out my goals the summer going into school. And by the time I wrote out my goals, I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to graduate from college 2 years early. I hadn't even started the classes. By the time I started the classes, went through, stuck to the plan, stuck to the goals, I graduated college in 2 years. So many people are like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? The power of goal setting, the power of manifesting, law of attraction, believing in yourself, knowing your why, continuing to do what you need to do when you need to do it. I had fun. I went to parties. I was in a sorority. I was in, baby, your girl had a good time. But at the same time, I was in that classroom. I might have been working 3-4 jobs, going to school and stuff like that. But in the end of the day, your girl was on it. And it's because I knew my why. I knew my why. I knew why I had to accomplish what I had to accomplish. Some people went to school and you know, they were legacy. Their family talked about, oh, you're gonna go to this college, you know what I mean? You're gonna pledge this sorority, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Like at birth, some people are different. They were groomed to go there. But then when you look at I look at my life and I say, well, my mom, she never went to college, or you know, this and that, and I'm looking at my dynamics of my own situation. I'm not feeling pity. I'm saying I need to exceed these things. Make my mother proud, make myself proud, but for my future children, I want to keep it going. Now, if I have children, they say, Mama, I don't want to go to college, I don't want to, okay, so what you trying to do? I'm not gonna make you go to college, but what you trying to do? Because we're gonna be successful around here. So I have begun to create my own system of generational wealth, breaking cycles and things like that. When you get to a point where you're doing things like that, you're preparing for the next generation to come and the next generations to come. I was with my eldest nephew the other day, and we were just talking in the car, and we were talking about, I said, one day you're gonna be driving and this is what you're gonna be asking, the driver test gonna say this and and I started quizzing him. Mind you, he's only 10 years old, but he's answering questions really well. And I'm like, one day you're gonna be driving, and we're talking about these things, and you know, like kids, they ask you along the way, so T, what is your job like? You know, they want to know, and say, you know, I'm in real estate and entrepreneurship and and oh, that's cool. And we're talking about school, we're talking about everything that he got going on in his life. And it just, again, is a part of my why. You want to be able to create these different streams of income, generational wealth, financial literacy to the ones that are coming up, whether they're your nephews, whether they're your own children. You want that blueprint to be followed, because a lot of people might want to say, oh, well, I came from the struggle, whoop-de-woo, then I became X, Y, and Z. Like, a lot of people want that story. Whatever my story is my story. I don't have to try to fluff it because I know what I've been through. But normalize getting it together at this stage of your life, or getting it together within you, so that your child in the future don't have to struggle, so that your child in the future can see, okay, my mama went to school and this is how she felt about it. My mama did licensures, this is how she felt about this. I've always felt like me going to college, the opportunity was provided. I did receive scholarships and stuff like that, but also I knew that it was a part of my big why. And I also knew that it was part of me breaking cycles and proving to myself that I am more than what is said of me. But even if I never went to college, I'm still confident that I was going to create my own lane of success. I definitely don't think you need college to be successful, but I think if you have the opportunity to educate yourself further, whether that be college or you're reading books every day, every week, every whatever, that's going to definitely make you a further asset. You don't ever want to be looked at as a liability, you know what I mean? And you always want to definitely make sure that you're an asset everywhere you go. And fortunately, the way to become an asset is to know more, to have more attached to you. And I'm not even talking about college. I'm talking about experience. I'm talking about different things. If I have two people in the room and I have to choose somebody to run this for me or run this, I'm going to be looking at, what do you bring to the table? What are the skill sets? How are you an asset to the company? How are you going to get us to do da da da? You got to make sure that in every phase of your life, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you work for a 9-to-5, whatever, always be an asset. Always be an asset. I remember working in a company before. I'm not going to divulge the information to the company, but one of the people in power there hated to hear me say, my colleague and I, we were really good at our job and we were the best in the job actually, and we hung together all the time, but we just talked about the importance of always being an asset. Hated to hear us call ourselves an asset, because you know, when you're working in jobs which you have further potential, they don't want to know that you're gonna one day be greater than them, or you're gonna one day, you know, be more than that position. Not everybody's gonna be happy for you. But it's like he would be, well, you all don't have to, we don't have to what? We don't have to speak life over ourselves. We don't have to call ourselves what we want to be. And it's not like we walked around every day saying we're an asset. But whenever it came down to something, we just knew that we were. So we knew if we're being mistreated, we're out. Why? Because we were assets. We knew that we could be quitting this job today, walking into a new one tomorrow. And I've always been like that in my whole career. Like, not saying that, you know, you want to just quit, but when somebody's not giving you your flowers and somebody continues to cheat you in a business, deuces. Why am I going to stay here and let you mistreat me when I know what I'm capable of? I know what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? So that's where we would always be talking about assets and stuff like that. But some people are just on a power trip. They don't want to hear you talk about, and some people are going to be offended. Some people are going to be, you know what I mean? When you're successful and you're becoming successful, there's going to be people who are not going to be happy for you. And you have to be okay with that. You have to know what you want, go after it. You have to be decisive and not let anybody get in the way of that. Be kind to people always, and be humble, because you can always end up in that same situation that other person that you make fun of is in. You can end up in that situation too. So always be humble, always be kind. But in the end of the day, do not stop being you because other people are threatened by your confidence. It's people who are going to call you arrogant, people who are going to call you condescending, people who are going to call you bitter, people who are going to call you all these types of names, whether on a social platform or in person. And a lot of times it's a threat of your confidence. And it's not for you to stop being confident. Maybe that needs to be the warning sign for them to get confident. Don't stop being you. The world needs more positive people. The world needs more people who are going to be assets, who are going to stand up and be leaders. You know what I mean? So don't give up. I know this video is long, but I felt so inspired and so empowered by things lately, from my own journey, from things that I'm seeing, from me writing out my goals, manifesting, law of attraction and things like that, to where it's just like, let me get on here and be positive to somebody else who might be experiencing something. And you have to normalize, and you have to get into a habit of still being optimistic and speaking life even when you're going through what you feel like is the worst, or you feel like this is a desert, or you feel like this is just, whew, how am I going to get through this? I got a lot on my plate right now, and that, how am I going to get through it? You know, I know if I just stay positive, I stay optimistic, don't stress what I can't control, that's how I'm going to get through it. Positivity, optimism, and persistence, and consistency, and discipline. I can't, you know, like, yeah, I have a lot of stuff hit me like a ton of bricks, but I can't fold. I can't fold. And that's one thing that I've always known about me. That's why I can't quit. That's why I work so hard. That's why I'm always building, because I can't quit. I know my why. I know my story. And that's why I'm always going to keep going. I'm always going to keep going, even on the days where it feels like, how do you keep going? How do you find the time, or how do you find the energy and the confidence to empower and encourage other people when you yourself are not feeling your best? I always look at it as if I'm the last thing that you see, I'm the last light of the world that you see, I'm the last person that you come into contact. What impression did I leave? Did I leave something positive? Did I leave something to where you're like, okay, I didn't see myself as though, but baby girl got me feeling myself now, because now I'm feeling confident. That's the type of person I am. I want to be able to see people smile, and I want to be able to know that you know that your life has meaning. I've told you guys several times in other videos, I've had people literally on there wanting to end their life reach out to me, or just super depressed, reach out to me, talk about their life. That's big for me. And if you don't recognize your gifts and you sit on them, you will lose them, but also you will lose people too, because some people are crying for help. There's warning signs, but if you're choosing to ignore them, how are you gonna, that's how you gotta get out of the selfish. You gotta be selfless, because there's people who are talking, they're telling you how they feel, but are you listening? But are you listening? And I know that there's some things that I need to work on personally. I'm not perfect. I'm not coming on the camera trying to be perfect. I have things that I need to work on. I'm big on receiving constructive criticism, because I think that it helps me to become better. But, you know, in the end of the day, everything that we're told is we're not always accepted of right away. But trust me, we'll chew on it and we'll get to the bottom of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope somebody was super motivated by this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I think I'll have about 3 videos going up tonight, which is a lot. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Maybe 4, just to be quite frank, because this is low-key 4. That's only if I post the vlog from the day. It really wasn't anything in that vlog, but we'll see. So make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.